What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel where I like to share my passion for food and travel. Today's something a little different. We're going to talk poker. My brother's best friend, Andy. My brother Paul and Andy used to go to Foxwoods to play poker all the time. They used to go to these underground New York games that actually did exist that you saw in the movie Rounders. Andy came on in 2004, right at the poker boom, to play his first major tournament. Out of 2,500 people, he wound up coming in 63rd. Here is a clip, 2005 main event, with him sitting with Sammy Faja and Daniel Negreanu.
Poker in the small blind, he's going to make the call. And now Andrew Wynn, also from New York. He cashed in the main event last year, finished 63rd. He will call. The group has been Sam.
I remember this morning, Andy called me up on the phone and said, tell Paul and you to get your asses down here. I'm on the featured TV table. Me and Paul zoomed down there with Eric. We were sitting on the rail. We were so excited to see him tango. With Sammy Faja was already super popular because of the 2003 final table with Moneymaker. And also, you know, sitting with Daniel Negreanu, who's indefinitely on the top 4 poker players of all time, the Mount Rushmore. Hands down with Phil Ivey, Phil Hellmuth, and Doyle Brunson. That's not even debatable.
He's in the hand. Here comes our flop. 9, 10, 8. Faja hits the straight.
What a flop for 7-6 unsuited. And I'm surprised Sammy checks, because when you have the bottom end of the straight, you don't want people hanging around to make a higher straight on you. Daniel could do that. He has a jack.
Negreanu and Wynn check to our turn with Faja holding the lead. It's another 8. Negreanu now with 4 diamonds also.
A lot of draws for Daniel. It'll be Sammy first to act.
And he's going to fire with 1,000 chips.
Negreanu with a flush and straight draw now. Maybe he's thinking back to when his flop straight was cracked by Sammy on the river. He'd like to return the favor right now, make a flush to crack Sammy's straight. Let's see if he wants to play.
Negreanu will make the call over to Andy Wynn, who's just got a low end of a straight draw, and he folds.
There yet, or are you on the way?
Well, he's there yet, and this time he's not saying.
And now the river is an 8 again. Sam gets the check mark. He's got the best cards.
But he checks, fearful that Daniel might have a full house now.
Bruh. I was on the way.
Straight.
That's good.
Dreams do come true. He sits down with a man who's on Mount Rushmore, Daniel Negreanu, and actually knocks him out. Unbelievable.
Over to Bruce Simberg. And pocket kings.
Make it a big one. 9 million.
500.
That's all Daniel's got left.
Good luck.
Daniel, pocket 6s.
I wanted you to make it bigger, scare all those guys out.
Oh.
That means Daniel's going to go in, and he'd prefer it to be heads up.
I'm in there.
A slam dunk.
The swoop move on his all-in.
At least he always has fun at the table. Oh, there's trouble. Andy Wynn with pocket aces. Trouble for Negreanu and
I
Simberg.
wish I could raise.
I don't want to lose it, Daniel. I want you to win this one.
Ooh, this could be really bad or really good.
And a raise from Andy Wynn makes it 2,500.
Well, Daniel now wants Simberg to go out because he wants to go heads up against somebody with the small pocket pair, cut down the competition.
But with his king, Simberg's not going anywhere.
Daniel is running third here, Lon. Third doesn't pay.
Right.
He's going to have to improve.
And now the flop with 3 players. And an ace, 9, deuce, another ace for Andy Wynn.
Oh, and for Daniel, he would now need running 6s to stay alive here, else his World Series main event is over.
1,500.
Simberg bets 1,500 with his kings.
This hand all but over from Simberg. He's betting, and he gets a smooth call from Wynn.
Negreanu needs a miracle on the turn. It's another deuce. Wynn gets a full house. Negreanu and Simberg are drawing dead.
Yeah, last year's Toyota Player of the Year here at the World Series is now out of the main event quickly. And again, Simberg betting with his kings.
1,500 to Wynn, who makes another smooth call.
Daniel figures it's bad. He just doesn't know how bad.
Now a 7 of spades on the river.
What a tease.
Well, Daniel thought it might have been a 6 to give him 6s full, but it didn't matter. He can't win.
Simberg finally checks over to Wynn, who goes in for 2,000.
I call.
And Simberg will lose to Wynn's aces full.
Oh, well, it wouldn't matter.
And Wynn, in the process, knocks off Daniel Negreanu.
Oh, well.
Daniel had the right idea, accidentally coming late. If he showed up now, he'd still have chips.
Sam Farha didn't put the final nail in Daniel's coffin, but he was the cause for much of Daniel's troubles.
Wow.
And Daniel Negreanu's 2005 World Series ends on day one of the main event.